Howdy, howdy, everyone. Happy Wednesday. What is it? It's already, can you believe it? June 4th. Oh my gosh. Whew. Where does the time go? I mean, as a gardener, I'm just like, hurry up, spring, get warm, get hot. Well, of course, I was, I got ready today. I put on a nice dress, all the things. I was looking so cute. And then I went outside and it was rainy. My car started getting like fogged up and everything. So, took advantage of that, came home and got into some comfy clothes. So, I got my long sleeve tee on. I've got some like funny looking leggings. They have like, they're bright yellow. You've probably seen them in my cooking videos, but yeah, they don't even match. Oh, that's me. That's me. So, yeah. But I tried to act right. I tried to come presentable. I was watching Renee's Secret Garden today, and she's talking about somebody always looking so nice and so well put together and just running out to, I don't know, some sports game or something and how cute they looked and everything. And yeah, don't expect that here. Hey, Angela. Now there's a person who's always well put together. Is dear Angela. How you doing? I hope you're having a good week, better week than what you've had. Oh my gosh. So yeah. So this was interesting. Music news, real quick. Talking Heads is going to release their first official video for Psycho Killer. Oh, thanks, Angela. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I watch your stuff. I don't comment though, because I'm just running that playlist. Hey, Mike, you are early tonight. Well, probably help that I went and watched your video and commented on it. I identified two of those flowers. Well, one I think is a mimosa or in the mimosa family, the pink fluffy one. Because there are different types. There's also like the sensitive plant that's in the mimosa family, besides the invasive trees. And then I think the other flower is the butterfly weed. That's indigenous to like Florida, Georgia. It's the equivalent of milkweed, but it attracts the pollinators really well, like the bees and the butterflies and everything. But it's not the type of milk. It's in the milkweed family, but it's not the type of milkweed that attracts monarchs to form their chrysalis and all that stuff. So yeah, but I do have some seeds of that. So I hope to plant some around my new garden to draw in those pollinators. So I do. I love the mimosas too, but they are invasive. They're really bad. They're as bad as bread. Well, I don't know if they're as bad as Bradford pear. Those are terrible. We have some here. We've been trying to kill for a long time. Some Bradford pears that they blew down in what hurricane was that? Irma? I think they came down in Hurricane Irma. 2017. Yeah, it was Irma that we had a bunch of Bradford pears come down. And then some we just had taken down because they were close to the driveway. So I said, we got lucky this time. None fell in the driveway, but let's get them out of here. And then the neighbor had planted some, the neighbor next door planted some on our property. And they lose power because the Bradford pear there will take out the line. But there's still one has come down, but it's starting to grow back again. Oh, tiny baby. Oh no. Did you get it? Oh, Angela, I hope it's okay. I hope it recovers. That's a lot of work, though. Do you have anything to feed it? You have any droppers? Oh yeah, up there in Tate's Hell, Mike Hike with Mike. Tate's Hell has a lot of those pitcher plants. I was amazed at that. I went down there once going to from Georgia going. It was my first time probably in many several decades. Probably 50, 60 years going to the Panhandle. We went through Tate's Hell and I was amazed. I was really amazed. Yeah. Well, you wanted that water, Mike. I know y'all have been in drought, but those wildflowers you got a video of today are beautiful. Uh, do they need any vitamins with that, or can it just be sugar water? I know when I make my hummingbird mix, the easiest thing to do is I boil one of these and then I add the sugar and then once it's done boiling, I'll take it off the stove and I'll just add another one of these bottles and it cools it down. I can hang it immediately. It's pretty cool by that time. The way I do it, because I'll take it off and I'll be in the middle of something else and then by the time I get back to it, it's cooled down by the time I add the water. So it's all ready to hang pretty much. And that's how I do my solution for my feeders. Hey, Martha, how's it going? Oh no. Yeah, no, feed mom. Feed Mama B. She's got to eat. But we'll be here. We'll be here. You listen in the background if you're not too busy. Can you watch on your phone? Maybe. Yeah, Tate's Hell looked really incredible. I wish we had had time to stop, but that's always my complaint. I did go to the Savannahs over in. I have a video of that Savannahs over in Port St. Lucie, Jensen Beach area. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So tonight's trivia is anything having to do with weather. Weather is tonight's and we're talking about the weather. The weather is tonight's thing. Music trivia. Yeah, I'd definitely like to go back there. Looks like a lot to explore. But Chris isn't, I can get him to hike, but he's not much of a camper. That's my thing. I was looking at camping get-ups now. They have like these inflatable tents now. I guess they're tube and they go up pretty easily, people say. And it's a manual pump. It's not even a battery pump. And they said it inflates in short period of time. Not too many pumps, but it looked interesting. But I don't know. Some people said it leaked, which is where Chris has a problem. He doesn't like the rain. I don't mind it. It depends. I mean, if it's summertime, obviously, the weather's good, I don't mind it. But if it's cold, yeah. But he doesn't like the rain in good weather. So, is Vinny going to be late again? We only have 3 people here. I can't believe it. It says 3. I don't know what y'all see. It may only be 3 tonight. Oh my gosh. Maybe we should wait a little bit. 5 more minutes? Because it's only 8:10. 8:10. So, Angela, you have a new recipe you put out today that I have not had a chance to see. Shug Avery's potato salad got me invited to the cookout. So, who's Shug Avery? Sounds familiar. Football? College football, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, speaking of beach things, where was it? I saw a video, and I think it was a family in Florida, maybe. I don't know where they were. Myrtle Beach. Some family was collecting. The kids were collecting shells, and it turned out they were live clams, and they got fined like $80,000 or something by DNR. I think the judge was lenient on them and gave them like a $500 fine or something in court. But yeah. That's funny, Martha. Yay. Well, it still only shows 3 people, but I think Angela's here too. So, yep. Yeah, we've used wildlife rehabs for owl before. We had an eastern screech owl, and unfortunately, it didn't even make it in rehab. I didn't expect it to. Looked like it had a concussion. So, more than a concussion. I don't know what happened to the poor critter. And that was when we lived in the city. Now we have owls here. I hear them at night a lot. And it's funny, you know what? So the owls were Bimbo's favorite. They were her favorite. And those owls hung out by her window. Well, since she passed, and since the winter, we have had owls out here at night all the time. And June is when she came up here to visit. So that's just so weird. So weird. I know Martha's into that kind of, I don't know, coincidence type thing. Would you call it? I don't know. Paranormal. I don't think so. It's just weird. But every time I hear the owls hooting, I always think of Bimbo for certain. And of course, when I'm doing this, when I'm writing this, everything with YouTube. So she is a mess, but that's just so funny that I hear those owls all the time. So what would be really amazing is if I get the owls going the same time I get all the coyotes. One of these nights, I'm going to get all the coyotes howling because it sounds like sirens everywhere when they start going off. Sounds like you're surrounded. It's really creepy though. That's why I want to open the door and record it. It creeps me out from the inside. That's how, I don't know. There are a lot of coyotes around here. And look what pulled up. Sympathy for Santa. There we are. There's the band. Bimbo Barbarella. There's Chris, me, and Susanna Banana. I need to check on her. I need to check on our dear Zagnet. Otters. Otters can be mean. Oh my gosh. Did you see any of those? Y'all had a year where a bunch of the snowy owls came down to Florida. Did you see any when the snowy owls kind of invaded a few years back? That was a big story. Yeah, Mike, if you want to see me play any instruments or anything, you got to go to Bimbo Barbarella. Sympathy for Santa is one song we did. And what was the other song we did? 12 Crappy Days of Christmas. I played the cowbell on 12 Crappy Days of Christmas, and I played the triangle on Sympathy for Santa. Yeah, all mamas are mean. Oh, I bet. There was a crazy nest that I posted on, and Mike, you should look at this. I should maybe send you the link somehow. Let me see if I can find it real quick, and then we'll get started. Easy Street with Jen Nest. There's a nest that my friend had in her tree at
all my birder friends, I have a question for you.
Where is that? Oh, really? I can't share it from here.
All right, all my birder friends, I have
Sure,
a
here we
question
go.
for you. There's this poll.
I'm going to put it on this live. But there's this nest, and we have no idea what it is. Am I live? I am live. There we go. All right, we're going to get started here. But Mike, check that link out real quick, if you don't mind, and tell me if you know what kind of nest that is. It's up in a big old water oak in Newport Richey area. And I don't know what it is. I've never seen an owl build a nest that way. And I'm just perplexed. And I don't think I've ever seen Otter Point. A lot of curious and play. Yeah, they're fun to watch. I love watching otters. Yeah. Animals are very protective. All right. So let's go. So tonight's music trivia. I'll make sure Mike is back. He may have never left. May have never left. Are you here, Mike? Are you here with us? Ring the bell. Yeah, isn't that crazy? But it looks like a big bird made that nest. And I have had no one answer that question. But I'm very perplexed. I asked her, I said, keep an eye out in the wintertime. It's maybe a migrating bird. Because I was there in July or August. July when I saw it. That'd be a big woodpecker, and I've never seen a woodpecker put sticks in front of its nest that way. That's the crazy thing. No, we haven't yet, Mrs. Hopkins. Have we? Don't ask me. I only run this show. Let's see. We have done. We have not done animals. I think. Oh, so we should probably do that one next. Oh yeah, yeah. Bimbo. Yeah, I use it. I go down there all the time, Mike. I need to make another trip down there. I'll be coming soon. I'll be coming soon. So, yeah, that's where Bimbo Barbarella was from. But I got to make this other trip first, and then I'm going to come down to Florida. I got to try and get down to Florida before August, September sometime, maybe. Who knows? All right, let's get going here. All right, question number 1. Ooh. The Weather Girls had this big hit in the 80s. The Weather Girls had this big hit in the 80s. Mike, surprised me that you know that one. But y'all always surprise me. Yes. Hallelujah. Amen. Let me hear you say it. Can't get an amen. That was actually produced by Paul Schaefer. That surprised me. Yes. But I imagine he produced a lot of things that we're totally unaware of. Question number 2. Neil Sedaka heard this. Neil Sedaka heard this in 1974. Angela, I can't. Oh. Hike with Mike got another. Laughter in the Rain, it is. And I do like that song. I know Neil Sedaka is sappy, but that is a pretty song. Yeah, right? It's gorgeous. It really is a pretty, pretty song. I mean, doesn't it just kind of like take the weight off your shoulders? It kind of makes you feel light and fluffy. That's kind of how it does me when I hear it. I just kind of feel like the weight of the world gets off of me. Oh, that's what happened. I was like, how did I end up with 22 questions? It's because it numbered an extra line here. All right. Question number 3. I know, Mike, there's some great, there really is. Really great 70s and 60s stuff. So you might know this answer. Question number 3. I've got so much honey, the bees envy me. I've got a sweater song. I've got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. Are lyrics to what song? I've got so much honey, the bees envy me. I've got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. Yeah, I think this one, Oh yeah, I'd like to see Mike's mellow playlist. That would be great. I agree, Mrs. Hopkins. So, I mean, how I could give you this trivia question another way. Let's see, because I hate that it's a song by the Temptations. There were movies named this. Macaulay Culkin was in it. But the opening line mentions weather. The first line of the song. You have an assignment this week, Mike. You may be out of school, but you're not out of school. Mrs. Hopkins just gave you an assignment. Yes, Mrs. Hopkins, you got that one. All right. My girl it is. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Indeed. I had sunshine on a cloudy day once I got my comfy clothes on. It was cold out there. I did not like that. It was. It was. I don't even know what the weather is here. It's got to be in the 60s. No, it's 70. 70 even. It's crazy. Crazy. All right. Question number 4. Judy Garland sang this classic in The Wizard of Oz. Judy Garland sang this classic in The Wizard of Oz. I have a broad range of genres and eras for this trivia tonight. Yes, Mike, you got it. So, but let me ask you this, Mike: who had more girlfriends, you or the other guys? Or were you too shy to be a ladies' man? I mean, in your teens, you know. That's true. That's true. That is true. I think drummers are kind of secretly wild. Or the roadie. The roadies get the leftovers, Mrs. Hopkins. Oh gosh. All right. Where are we? Question number 5. This single from AC/DC's Razor's Edge album goes well with their logo. This single from AC/DC's Razor's Edge album goes well with their logo. Hmm. Wow. All right. Back to the regularly. Thank you, Mrs. Hopkins. That was good. So what I was looking up too is I recalled this week there was a article on states with the most lightning strikes. Of course, Florida, but it's Texas, Florida, Oklahoma, lightning capital of the U.S. But Texas stands out among the top three. 10 counties with the most lightning strikes per square mile in 2024 are in Texas. But Florida's Polk County had the highest total lightning density, about 852,000 last year. Yes, 852,000 last year in Polk County. There you go. Thunder. Yes. All right. Question number 6. The Scorpions had a hit with this song in 1973. The Scorpions had a hit with this song in 1973. Yeah, I think it was the first time I met Bimbo, and we went down there to do a collab. That's when we did the 12 Crappy Days of Christmas song. We were scheduled to go on one of those little huts in Tampa Bay, you know, the little party tiki hut boat things. And we went out there and it started like looking bad. So they canceled that trip, but they scheduled us for the Sunset Tour, which was more expensive. So we hung around. Where'd we go? I think we went to Bahama Breeze and hung out. No, we went to Marriott and had a cocktail and an appetizer and hung out. And then we went back out at sundown and then it started to storm again. So we never did get our little tiki hut on Tampa Bay. And I always tell my husband, like, he'll be in the pool and I'll hear thunder and I'll say, you need to get out of the pool. And he'll go like, oh, I don't see any lightning. It's like, though, that's not how it works. You need to get out of the pool. On Courtney Causeway, over there by Bahama Breeze and all that, there are a bunch of office buildings back there. I believe that's about where it was. It was on the causeway, though. I don't know, because we came down, we came down 19. Came down 19 and took a left. That's all I remember. I drove. That's bad. We get so old. Like, I used to know, like, you could take me somewhere and I could take you back to that same spot the next week, the next month. I can't do that anymore. I used to know Port St. Lucie like the back of my hand. I can't do that anymore either. I have to have UPS or GPS for everything. All right. Did I already say this one? I guess not. This next question is number 6. Scorpions had a hit song with this in 1973. Scorpions had a hit song with this in 1973. Crazy thing about that is I don't remember it being that long ago. Jeez, 1973. How did that happen? Does anyone know the answer to number 6? The Scorpions had a hit with this song in 1973. Oh, sorry. Thanks, Mike. I thought I had said it, and then I totally missed that. Thank you, Mrs. Hopkins. See, I told you my memory and everything's terrible. Uh, yeah, 83. See, I would have thought more like 83, but 73? That's crazy. Is it? Now I've got to double check myself. Oh, sorry, 1984 release on the Love at First Sting album. All right. So where did I come up with 1973? Oh my gosh. Don't believe anything I say over here. I need to correct that. Or maybe I need to go back to Wikipedia because I think that was my source for that question. Or it could have been AI, which, although I think Google AI is better than ChatGPT. ChatGPT, we know, is terrible. Oh, there was that guy that got in trouble, that journalist. What was he looking for? Like cheap places to retire or something, a list, and like half of them didn't even exist. He used ChatGPT and he didn't verify his story. All right. So, question number 7. This song by the Beatles has the word sun in it 20 times. The song by the Beatles has the word sun in it 20 times. Yes, Mike. Little darling. And that is a George Harrison song. That's a nice song too. Oh, really, Mike? Wow. That is a pretty song. All right. Question number 8. I think Angela's probably taking care of that baby. She has got her hands full tonight. I will say that. It's a lot to take care of a baby bird overnight. Question number 8. Doctor had a patient in love on a hot summer night. Which band sang the song? Doctor had a patient in love on a hot summer night. Which band sang the song? No answers? No guesses? Now, last week, this band actually had 2 trivia questions. And I think I did them back to back as well. Hey, Krista, good to see you. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome to my live. I think this is the first live of mine you've been to. I don't know if you've been to many lives before, but we are live. And if you know any trivia questions, just jump right in at any time. We have Mike, Hike with Mike, on the board with 5, and Mrs. Hopkins on the board with 2. Oh, and Mrs. Hopkins, I meant to ask you, what was your video about today? I need to go and watch that. I've been running around all day today, but I did see that you released a video of which we've not seen in a long time. So I am going to do a, they really just need to add, quick link. Which they do. Where am I? What am I doing? Hold on a minute. Stay with me here, folks. I'm trying to get Krista's. I'm trying to get Krista's. I'm trying to get her link. Really? Oh. Copy link address. Thank you. Let's try this. Paste. There we go. There's Krista's link. Let's do a link party real quick. I'm going to do Mrs. Hopkins. Mrs. Hopkins, if you're not busy feeding your mom, can you drop Mike's link? Where am I going? And I'm going to drop your link, Mrs. Hopkins. Because I know it's awkward. It's awkward to drop your own link. Oh, Mrs. Hopkins. There we go. Copy link address. All right, we're doing link parties for a minute. So Krista's up. She is like self-sufficient, tiny house living up in British Columbia. Am I right? Is that right, Krista? Or New Brunswick? Jeez. My head is terrible. And then Mrs. Hopkins, and she does hauls and some other stuff and craft things, and Hike with Mike does hikes in Florida. He's a Floridian. All great people. I'm missing Vinny tonight. Where has our Vinny gone? Maybe he'll pop up here after a bit. All right. So, do we have any answers? Doctor had a patient in love on a hot summer night. Which band sang the song? There were no answers. Krista, do you happen to know? All right. Answer is Foreigner. Doctor, give me the news. I gotta. All right. That's enough of that. No, not Thompson twins. Mrs. Hopkins. Who was it that their answer? Oh, it was how could I forget? Martinez, Carlos Martinez. His answer to everything was the monkeys. Mrs. Hopkins' answers to everything can be the Thompson twins. Is it? Doctor? I don't recall that song. Maybe was it a cover? I'll go ahead and do the next while I research that to double check. The next question is question number 9. And interesting. So next question, number 9, is Prince. That is it. Prince. Let's see. Oh, okay. That Doctor. Now I know that song. Doctor. Can't you see I'm burning, burning? Oh, doctor, doctor. All right. Yeah. I'll be burning when the summer turns up. That's for sure. When it gets turned up, that's right, Mike. You got it. Hike with Mike. With the point, Purple Rain. My favorite concert ever, 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 ever. All right. Question number 10. Name the song by Led Zeppelin based on a 1929 song by Kansas Joe McCoy and Memphis Minnie about the Great Mississippi Flood of 1927. Name the song by Led Zeppelin based on a 1929 song by Kansas Joe McCoy and Memphis Minnie about the Great Mississippi Flood. There's Vinny. Hey, Vinny, what's going on, baby? How you doing? How you doing? How's your week been, Vinny? Woohoo! Very good, Vinny. Busy at work. Well, stop that. Stop that. Unless you enjoy it, then, have at it. I mean, that could be a good thing. Now, y'all might answer this before I get the whole question out of my mouth. All right, question 11. Katrina and the Waves never intended for the international release of this song. It was written for a small, self-financed album. Katrina and the Waves never intended for international release. Very good, Mike. Thank goodness that was a longer sentence. It's the only thing that kept you from finishing before I finished the question. TV theme songs. We've done TV theme songs. Well, it was kind of a mix of TV movie because we're kind of limited. And I think we already did. We could do it again, but I'd ask for I think we're going to do animals next. I think we'll put a break in between those because what do? We did, I've actually done, oh, wait. Yeah, we've actually done 3, believe it or not. We've done 3 movie and TV theme song trivias so far. And I want to say you may have been part of all of those. But you may have come in late too. And when you may have missed altogether. Not sure, Mike. But yeah. So Mike has got 7. Mrs. Hopkins has 2. Vinny has 1. But yeah, we'll definitely do tell me about it, Mike. Tell me about it. I'm like, sometimes lately I'm like, have I had blocks of time just like disappear? I'll be like, it goes from like noon to 3. Or it'll be, I'll get up at 9 and the next thing I know, it's, time is going by so quickly. Crazy. Stop it. I want to get off. No, but we'll do another TV movie thing. But I'm going to give it a break because we've done 3 and I've only started this in December? January is when I start every year. So we started this year in January. This is our first year that we are continuing trivia, though. So we'll have lots of opportunity down the road for certain. Oh, thank you, Martha, for putting that on Twitter. I do appreciate it. Let's see. What is our next question? Oh, and let me say, Walking on Sunshine, it's earned an estimated $1 million annually. But Luskinich has stated that she has not received any royalties from streaming. That's the music business for you. There's sharks out there. So, Mike, I think you made the better career choice in going into public service. You get that pension, give you a little security long term. Doesn't give you like generational wealth by any means, but it gives you comfort for certain to do a state job. Yeah, and who was it? There was a football player a few years back, maybe a decade or so back, maybe 15 years. He refused a football contract because he said he was hired by CSX Railroad. And he said, and he was in engineer training to be a train engineer. He said, I can make more money over my lifetime and not be in pain working for CSX rather than, a football career. So he turned down an NFL career. Oh yeah, but you don't get anything for 2 years though, right? Does that roll over into your pension? It doesn't though, because that's county, and well, no, it's still county if you're in the school system. Yeah. Okay. So you had that, and now you have this, and then you only have like what 3 more years to retire, Mike? Yeah, you'll be good. You'll be good. I mean, my husband's going to retire in about the same time, and he says he's probably going to go back to work. So, for another pension system. So, that should be fun. Yeah. Yeah. And I could get 10 more years and get vested in 10 years with another government system. That would be cool. That would be cool. But I'll need a travel partner in the meantime because I need to travel more. I can't wait anymore. Question number 12. Milli Vanilli might do this after their career failed. Milli Vanilli might do this after their career failed. Yes, blame it on the rain. Why the heck not? It's really sad though, because they were talented. It is really, really sad what happened to those guys. But I guess the one guy is kind of making a comeback though. I mean, he's kind of making a go of it. He's popular and he's seeing some love, so that's good. Yeah. Martha, you may be behind. You may want to click that live button just to catch up. I think you got lag time. Maybe that's why your TV is acting up too. Maybe you're just having internet issues. You've had some storms out there lately, haven't you? Oh, yeah. All right. Question number 13. This Bob Marley song mentions every day of the week. This Bob Marley song mentions every day of the week. I'm missing a simple life. I hope she's doing okay. I think she's missed our last couple. No clue. All right. Sun is Shining. Sun is Shining by Bob Marley. I had his greatest hits, and that was on the greatest hits. I had a cassette in the 80s, and that thing was on repeat all the time. All the time. I wore that tape out. I really enjoyed that. But that's when I was living in an apartment complex. I was single. They had a pool. I'd hang out there. The only problem was that most of my neighbors were gay. So wasn't like I was hanging out at the pool, like trying to pick up dudes and look hot. For certain. Oh gosh. Number 14, Johnny Mathis in 1957, Nina Simone in 1966, David Bowie in 1976, and George Michael in 1999 sang this song, recorded this song, whatever. They did it with this song, and they liked doing it. We used to record from the radio. Yes. Mrs. Hopkins, have you ever seen that documentary Shut Up, Little Man? Has anyone ever seen that? It's a great documentary about these tapes that were done in San Francisco by these guys, and they actually like created a boom mic and they'd hold it up to this apartment. But basically, we're two male roommates, and you couldn't figure out like if they were had a romantic relationship of some kind or what the deal was, or if they were just like roommates that were maybe a little bit too more emotional over each other than maybe they should be if they were not in a relationship like that. And uh, it's funny, but some of the lines from the tape apparently made it into like Talking Head CDs. It was sampled, and some other creators have sampled off these tapes that were done in the 80s. It's crazy. It's a great documentary. And at the time, The Wonderful Whites of West Virginia was playing, if you know anything about that documentary. And I showed it to my dad. And my dad's like, oh man, these people are so messed up. And I'm like, you think they're messed up? Wait till you see this. And I showed him the Shut Up, Little Man. And he was so funny because he loved both documentaries, but he would even say about himself, he'd say something that was so stupid, and he'd go, shut up, little man, to himself because of that documentary. It was so funny. Maybe because that's for when we cruise Clearwater Beach. Oh yeah. The one person that, well, I think there were a few people that had convertibles, but this guy, I want to know what happened to this guy. He had a red Impala, like a 74 ragtop that we used to cruise to the beach in, but we were going to Cocoa Beach. Oh, Mrs. Hopkins, you would like them. If you can find them, definitely. Wonderful Whites of West Virginia, something like that. And I can give you the right title. Shut Up Little Man for sure. Funny and interesting, and it just has so many twists and turns from a social perspective, from a psychological perspective, from just a veterans crisis perspective, because the guy was a veteran as well, one of them at least that I recall. It's just an interesting documentary. Now, I think that one of the whites is on YouTube. Yeah, it's the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. It was a 2009 documentary. And the opening is the sheriff of the county. I believe it's Boone County. That's where Hazel Adkins is from, the musician who sang "No More Hot Dogs." And but it opens, the documentary of the Wild Wonderful Whites of West Virginia opens with the sheriff saying that if there weren't any whites in the county, then the crime rate would go down by like 90% or something like that. Paraphrasing them. But yeah. Oh yeah. And there was always that family in the neighborhood, Mike, or in the town that had all the VWs, right? We had one up the street. Everybody had a VW. The mother, the father, all the kids had VWs. I knew somebody the family had a lot of Carmen Gias. I also knew a family that had Shelbys and what else did they have? Some Lamborghini. Was it a Lamborghini? What was it they had? A Bugatti. I think it was a Bugatti or a Maserati. Some Italian car. Oh yeah. It may even be on YouTube at this point. Oh yeah. They were great, Mike. I love those big old cars. Mama B had both. Yeah. Yep. All right. So Johnny Mathis, Nina Simone, David Bowie, and George Michael sang this song. Did anyone say what it is? I don't think so. That would be Wild is the Wind. Beautiful. My favorite version is Nina Simone of Wild is the Wind. So it's kind of haunting. It's a lot darker, I'd say, than David Bowie's version. So check it out. Check out Nina Simone. All right, number 15. This 70s hit was featured in the film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. The 70s hit was featured in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Yes, that was a great movie. Gosh, and there were a lot of good movies that came out in that whole era back then. Oh my gosh. So many classics. All right. Did we lose Vinny? Did he just make an appearance and leave again? Oh no. All right, question number 16. It's been a country hit, lullaby, soul song, political anthem, and even adapted for football chants. This is a timeless song or lullaby on which to harmonize. And I think it's been in several films. Let's see. Johnny Cash did a version of it. It says, oh, it says Johnny Cash original, but I don't know. It's a good like tune to learn basic harmony, I would say. And remember, but that is a good guess. I'm surprised that I mean, it was written in 1939, and the early version is by the Pine Ridge Boys and the Rice Brothers Gang. But it's been performed by many people. Maybe if I sing the first few notes. Jimmy Davis. Who else sang this? Gene Autry sang it. Going way back. Christina Perry, whoever she is. Ray Charles sang it. No. Bing Crosby sang it. Nat King Cole sang it. I mean, it's such a classic. Oh, Van Morrison sang it. John Legend sang it. Jimmy Davis. You are my. Zach Bryan. It's been done in ASL. That I don't know. It is You Are My Sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Oh, Anne Murray did it. That's kind of how that song kind of taught me how to harmonize. It was something my mother and I would sing a lot. But I think it's a good song to start harmony on for a young child. Yeah. Yeah. It goes way back. It is a pretty song. It's very soothing. And I don't think it was intended to be a lullaby ever. I think it just kind of became a lullaby. It's like they said, it's been a country hit, lullaby, soul song, political anthem, and even adapted for football chants. So I wonder what political anthem it was, though. That would be interesting. But probably in the 60s, I'm going to guess. Flower power and all that stuff. You know, my hippie friend Q Stead Q would know. She would. She would. She's just got some big smiley face rugs from who had them? Michaels, I guess. She said they sold out fast. I'm so happy she got those rugs. Number 17, Fool in the Rain is a 1979 song by which band? Fool in the Rain is a 1979 song by which band? Where the heck is Chokolosky Island? Did you just see my shirt? Chokolosky Island. You know where it is, don't you? Yes, Led Zeppelin. I should do a little narrative of our little trip there. Oh, it's down in the Everglades. down down past Everglades City, actually. Way. It's at the edge of the earth of Florida. It's in the middle of nowhere. I need to do I ran across my photos from our trip down there. I only have photos. I only have stills. Uh, but there is a yeah. I'll have to do a video, but I'll have to do a voiceover video of and just do like a slideshow. Yeah, you would like it, Mike. There's like nothing down there. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I think Everglades City, we stopped at the museum there, and if you got an hour, it's a great little museum. It is interesting, no doubt. All old Florida stuff. You know, I loved it. I loved it. I thought I had taken more footage of the museum, uh, but I guess not. It's before I was a big YouTuber, but I did a lot of photography. And I need to do a lot of videos of my photography stuff. So now would be a good time because I need the content. So, yeah. But you would like it down there, Mike, for sure. For sure. Lots of mangrove. But there's a story that goes along with it. So when I do the video, because it ties into Fort Myers, believe it or not, there's a story that ties into Fort Myers in the early, early days. And it has something to do with the first banker in Fort Myers. So, yeah. But I'll do a little story time on that sometime. Question number 18. James Taylor saw fire and rain and sunny days in this song. James Taylor saw fire, rain, and sunny days in this song. Hey, Rudy, what's up? Hey, Rudy, I saw your live last night, but I couldn't stay there long. But I saw you were describing, I think it was, what was it? Price is Right dice game for a Toyota Corolla. Gabrielle was playing. Is that correct? What is the Source 100-day challenge, Rudy? Enlighten me, please. James Taylor saw fire and rain and sunny days in this song. No answers? Mike, you got to know this one. Am I missing it? No, I'm shocked. Vinny, thank you. Vinny, I thought we had lost you. Oh, yeah. James Taylor is so good. But I remember, I did not see James Taylor for years. And then I think I saw him in just like 2000s or something. And he was just like me. He had aged a bit. Because he had the really thick glasses and everything. That's good, Benny. Keep you out of trouble. Got to keep you busy. Keep you off the streets. That's right. Anything we can do to help. Fill in the gaps here and there. The Source 479. Oh, cool, Rudy. Very cool. So was I right, Rudy? Was that Price is Right game show you were describing last night on your live? Question number 19. What happened to Itsy Bitsy Spider? Question number 19. What happened to Itsy Bitsy Spider? Devon. Very good. Dovan. Wash the spider. That's right. Rudy, you are on the board. Good job. I can't believe Rudy pulled through on that one. You did great. That's awesome. He died in a motorcycle crash. Vinny. Is that breaking news, Vinny? Oh no. Oh, you saw the film Itsy Bitsy Spider. No wonder you knew the answer off the top of your head like that, Rudy. Poor spider splat. I know. I've never had a problem with spiders until and maybe it's because I'm so old, my thinnest skin, my thinnest skin, my skin is thin and my brain doesn't work. That I get spider bites. I'll sit down on a chair or something outside, and next thing I know, I have bites on my legs. Oh, I did not know that, Rudy. Oh, wow. That's not good. Not at all. All right, so let's see. Where are we? Mike has 10 points. Mrs. Hopkins, 2. Vinny has 2. And Rudy, you are on the board with 1. Congratulations. All right, number 20. Here we go. Stevie Ray Vaughan had a title song related to weather. What was it? Stevie Ray Vaughan had a title song related to weather. What was it? Can you tell I was getting tired here? That's usually how the end of trivia goes, though. Stevie Ray Vaughan had a title song related to weather. Huevos Rancheros, a quote from the late Joan Sebastian singer that sings Secreto de Amor. Do Marines wear shorts? I don't know. I mean, they are commandos in a sense. So maybe they don't. I don't know. Remember when Bimbo said she was in the movie Arachnophobia? I still can't spot her in it. Who knows? Who knows? She was also supposedly in Miami Vice. What was the episode that she told me she was in? Was it the one with Peter Cetera or a band or something? I don't know. Bimbo had so many stories. She's so funny. She was probably terrified of spiders. Oh my gosh, what a nut. Yeah, she kept us going. You swear you saw her on Geraldo once? I'm going to have to go back and see if I can find any Geraldo. Do you know what episode? Not the Club Kid episodes for certain. Maybe on the Al Capone special where they went and dug up Al Capone's grave when Geraldo did that. Oh my gosh. That was so bad. That was terrible. All right, so Stevie Ray Vaughan's title song related to weather was Couldn't Stand the Weather. Hey, Eddie, how's it going? We were kind of reminiscing about Bimbo here a little bit. Uh, Mrs. Hopkins said she swears she saw Bimbo on Geraldo once. Like in the 80s, like when her high school pictures, Mrs. Hopkins. All right. So I don't think anybody got that one. Angela, how's the baby bird doing? Well, the vault was open. It ultimately contained only dirt and a few old bottles. But no Al. No Al. Where's Al Capone? I think he became dirt. Aw. Aw. I bet it's just nice to know that it probably just feels safe. Yeah, on Geraldo Rivera's TV show in the 90s. She had that big blonde hair then, too. She's always had big blonde hair. All right, we're doing final question here, Eddie. Down to the final one. You have a chance to get a point. Get on the board. Because where are we? Mike has 10, Mrs. Hopkins has 2, Vinny has 2, and Rudy has 1. So here we go. Question number 21 on the trivia show about fruit. This band from the 90s and song mentioning rain made an appearance on the show about fruit. Yeah, that was a big thing, Angela. Remember, like back in the 70s and 80s, but I think the 80s was the end of that era where they would do these specials. You had Evil Knievel, you had the tightrope walkers, you had any of the stunt people, all the stunt stuff. You had the Geraldo Rivera Al Capone vault opening thing. I mean, it was crazy. All right. So that would be this is a great Gen X channel. Mike. I don't know. Should I feel bad or good for that? I think it's an in-between channel, right? Because I do some older, some younger stuff. Kind of this is in between. Billie Jean King. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Billie Jean King always beating what's his name? Who was what was his name? Angela. Bobby. What was his name? Bobby. No, there's now, I'd never heard of this. There's a Generation Jones. Generation Jones. I was like, really? Are you kidding me? Battle of the Sexes. It was Bobby Riggs. Was it Bobby Riggs? Yes, Bobby Riggs, Billie Jean King. And he was such a jerk. He was such a jerk. I mean, whatever happened to Bobby Riggs? He was such a sexist pig. No, I think that was just, all for fun. I think that stuff was. Bobby Riggs. Yeah, he looked a bit like the guy who played the goofy guy character on Laugh-In that always wore the helmet, the German helmet. Oh, yeah, after school specials too. Yeah, those were always. We're thinking about doing I'm thinking about doing like a show with someone, a live show, if they'll accept my invitation. So far, nothing. But we'll see. We may do it live. Well, I want to do it live, but I want to do a collab with someone. Bobby Riggs died in 1995 at age 77 in Encenadas. He was 5'7". He retired in 62. Wow. I didn't know that. He at 21 in 1939, he won the singles title at Wimbledon. And then he was a US champion in 41. Dang, in 39. He became well known as a hustler and a gamble, and he organized numerous exhibition challenges. Wow. So the prize for the Battle of the Sexes he did with Billie Jean King, which he lost, by the way, was a $100,000 purse, which would be $708,000 winner take all. Yeah. Interesting. Potty Legals, 1999. That's right. Every day. Got to give it all you got. Yes, Rudy. Yes, you've got it, Rudy. With Chris from Missouri. Oh, Mrs. Hopkins, you lost me with Chris from Missouri. Okay, I'm trying to play catch up. I'm sorry. Wish you to say to party like it's 1999 for year, for sure. Hey, Rudy, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to tell me, but I'm just curious. My life in 1970 was fabulous, Rudy, because I had no cares in the world. Now, on the other hand, the Vietnam War was going on, so that kind of wasn't great. And, we're just starting to get into high inflation. And, even as a child, I think we were all impacted by that. Mentally, in a sense, because our parents were worried about it. In 51, when the World War ended, yes. You're 35. That's great, Rudy. Did you say your birthday was in August or something, I believe? Just curious. Vineyard Chicks in years 97 through 99, yes. Oh, yeah. Well, I've had a lot of people that I've been wanting to interview, Mrs. Hopkins. No, Chris and I were going to we did do a live, Chris and I did, and I talked to him, and I kind of did the interview with Chris already. We were going to just do some lives, and we've done some lives where we just kind of hung out, talked about what's going on, tried to keep it positive. He did really great, actually. Yes, Rudy, we will pray for Cat's Art Picks. I don't know them, but yeah. Eddie's old. old. He's 53. Eddie's in great shape, though, man. He hikes those hills like there's no tomorrow in Colombia. Yes, I will, Rudy. I will. I promise. I will. I will. So, hey, did anyone go check out Chrissy over at, I gotta get my notes because this is the thing, people like Hike with Mike, great name. Angela Critters sticks out, great name. Mrs. Hopkins, 73, easy to remember. Rudy, your name is really rough. Your name's hard to remember. But I have a hard time remembering some names. And, oh, crud. Where did I put this? Oh, okay. So some YouTube gossip before we leave. Oh, do you want your prizes? Congratulations, Mike. You are the winner tonight. Tonight's prize is a little bit of backwash water. It'll make it go down smooth. But anyway, a little important YouTube update. I heard Iron Patriot lost his channel, unfortunately. I don't know if anyone got a chance to go over there and check out Iron Patriot, but RIP to his channel. My understanding is Iron Patriot, apparently he was on a podcast called Kill Tony. But apparently he decided to take off all of his clothes on his channel and it got gone. I wasn't there for the big event, but there were several nights that he got very close. So yeah. And then I don't know what's happened to nocturnalistic habits, but my new friend on YouTube is, and I've been watching a lot of them, is, come on, YouTube, get me out of my own channel. It's a long name, so forgive me. Chrissy Salem Metal Mascara. So this is Chrissy Salem Metal Mascara. This is my new friend. Go check him out. Yeah, not Iron Patriot. Not Iron Patriot. But Chrissy has a killer wardrobe. And Chrissy is all about positive mental attitude. So it's about changing your mindset, being positive, getting rid of negative things around you. And all things positive there on Chrissy Salem Metal Mascara. There you go. So, see, I shut it out. We reap what we sow. So, yeah, anything negative, we shut it out. We got to protect that mindset. That's a Chrissy mantra over there. So, yeah, Chrissy's cool and has some killer clothes and does a great show. 11 Central. So, 10 o'clock, midnight Eastern time, Chrissy does live on YouTube. And there are some great people over there. And one thing I like about Chrissy is how Chrissy handles the trolls. And what Chrissy does for trolls, let me see if I can find the emoji. Here we go. This is what trolls get. And Chrissy has a giant one. And when the trolls get out of control, Chrissy pulls out the bottle and just and it's like, oh yeah, see how they calm right down? Look at that. Look at that. You just put a nipple near them. It's instinct. They just calm right down. And they do. It's like magic. It's awesome. And then everybody starts putting in little bottle emojis and everything. And then after Chrissy does, a little positive mental attitude on, the troublemakers, does her little magic speech and everything. And then it's like pulls the bottle off and, everybody behaves again for a while. But I love how Chrissy handles the trolls. It's just awesome. Hey, Renee, how are you doing? You should if you weren't here from when I started, Renee, I started talking about you because I was out of control. It's great though. I love it. Now what's amazing is so I've watched Chrissy kind of came on the scene and I started watching Chrissy, but Chrissy, let me tell you, Chrissy has exploded in viewership and why did it just hey, I had an upload fail. Chrissy has exploded in popularity. And I just like that everything about them is about the positive mindset. I mean, I was so into that in when I was in 13, 14, 15, 16. It was a popular trend, that positive mental attitude. Do I practice it every day? No. Am I the most positive person? No. Because I also a little realistic. But things aren't easy. But I do believe that, if there's something you want to do in life, just friggin' do it. Somebody asked in my neighborhood on next door, like, does anyone have any interesting or odd hobbies? And somebody mentioned that they always wanted to do a bubble show, that they wanted to go to fairs or whatever and perform a bubble show for people with different kinds of bubbles, I guess. I was like, do it. Like, what's stopping you? I would definitely probably stop and watch a bubble show. I can see that being entertaining and holding my attention. You know, you're just here hiding. You can hide in the bushes anytime you want, Renee. I know you get up early. Was it today you got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to clean? Oh my gosh. I miss your language videos though. But I am, and let me tell you something, Renee. You've got me motivated trying to do my squats and everything. So I'm going with you, girl. I just can't do anything with my broken wing here. So I'm skipping the jumping jacks. But I can do something else. But my arm's still messed up, man. After all these weeks of physical therapy, it ain't good. So I don't know what's going on. But my last day was yesterday. My physical therapist gave me a bunch of new exercises on my last day. So we'll do that. But anyway, Chrissy Salem Metal Massacre has 4,000 videos, 7,043 subscribers. But when Chrissy Salem Metal Massacre goes live, they usually have like 200 people watching and like 400 likes. That's what it was last night when I went in there. It's pretty crazy. But everything with Chrissy is positive. I just love it. About getting your mindset right. And then Chrissy writes her own songs too and performs them about just being positive. Mr. Song, take these broken wings. Oh, yeah. That's me. Take it, please. Oh, yeah. Movement is so important. It really is. You got to move to heal. You really do. And my neighbor just had back surgery, though. I'll probably be babysitting her in a couple weeks, but um, not babysitting her, but uh, but yeah, she's kind of overdoing it. She just had major back surgery, and she's bending over to pick stuff up. She's not supposed to be doing that. And heck, they're just now they're going to put in a high toilet for her and everything after the fact. But yeah, have you heard of the band called Watchtower? Are they a metal band? They're supposed to have some new music coming out. Um, and what else is going on? Lisa Noel, Lesa. Lisa Noel has been putting out a bunch of lives. But if you want a good daily workout, watch Renee. She's been kicking it over there with some nice workouts over there. And she's recovering, from her bone marrow transplant stuff. So it is, she does a good job. So here's all right, this is Lisa Noel. Now, her YouTube channel is, but she's really pretty. But she's in Los Angeles, and she has been doing a bunch of live. She's been running I guess she's trying to get monetized because she's been running lives with different, but her lives have a variety of content. Her lives have oh, did it? Weird. Stop sharing, share. Maybe I need to do window and then tab. Oh, there we go. Is that better? I think that shows Lisa Noel. This is Lisa Noel. She's really cool. And she is an actress. She's based in Hollywood. Here's her YouTube channel. Oh, did I not do that? Hey, I'm lost. I lost myself. Let's do this. I think that'll work. That's Lisa Noel. But she's very talented, and she does little skit, like SNL skit type stuff. And she also sings and writes and performs her own music and does music videos. So her live streams are a mix of, I don't know, LA views, LA scenes, little skits, her little music videos, a little bit of everything. Trying to get my watch hours in. I know we're all struggling to get our watch hours in. Angela, Angela, I know Angela's been helping me a lot. And I appreciate that. But I'm getting to almost to the point of, where am I? 2,794. I got a long way to go yet. So, but it is climbing. So I do appreciate y'all. And I did put out a post, and I will say I really do appreciate you all. I have so much fun today I was like, oh, really? I really don't. I was tired because I was running around. I ran around yesterday. We ate out. That's always crappy because I never like to. No, I don't want a viral video. I want slow and steady wins the race. Because you know what it is? You get that viral video, then you have to like perform at that, like you have to get those kind of views all the time to stay at that level. You can't. It's impossible, in my opinion, to try and do that. Oh, thanks, Renee. No, I'm like 100% like love. But I just can't believe that I have people that want to watch my crap. Y'all are great. I'm just really, really, really blessed. Really blessed. No, and I try and do those. It's easy to do those too. So my feeling is like it's easy to do those every time you hit, 5,000, 1,000, 2,000. Those round number thank yous. And those are great, but I don't I think, I just I mean sometimes I just I don't know. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm doing this and I have people that want to watch it. So I do really, really, really appreciate it. So, yeah, but Renee, you need the hours too. I know you do, girl. I know you do. But yeah, viral videos are the worst, I think. But Renee, are you going to go back to your language lessons? She speaks Spanish pretty well, Eddie. I want to get her and Chris together to speak French at some point. It is, Angela. And Angela, your numbers have grown like crazy since I met you. Because I think I've known you a couple of years now, maybe 3, but your numbers have really jumped because you're at almost 8,000 now. hmm And I go back and I look, and I know the cooking videos do really, really well. They do really well, right, Renee? I mean, I don't know about your live. Good, Renee. I don't know about your live cooking, Renee, but I think even my live cooking did better than like even my trivia does. But I don't know. Cooking just always food does well. It's like I put that short out on the I just put out. Can you believe it? I just put out New Year's dinner, that crab dinner. I have a bunch of shorts, and I'm not organized enough to put them out like when I do them with all the travel and then learning the new Adobe Express and everything. So I have like I think I have a 1 or 2 more videos in my fourth quarter 2024 file that I need to put out. Or am I working on let me see. Videos 2025. Oh, I'll show my screen. Y'all want to see how I organize my crud? This is how I organize my stuff. All right. So I've got like so this is my F drive. This is my terabyte external drive. I don't know. I have a huge amount of space on my hard drive on my laptop, and in fact, I have 2 hard drives on my laptop. But I like to have all of my YouTube on an external drive. So I offload them there, and then I've organized them by years, and then I organize it by quarter. And then I have a to be edited file. See, so that's all the stuff I have not put out from first quarter 2025. And if I go up to 2024, fourth quarter to be edited. See, I still have a few things that need to go in from, I think I did this one and this one. I think this one is the only one I've not uploaded. So then I can start on first quarter 2025 shorts. But that's how I kind of organize all my videos in here. Oh, 2020 videos. And then second quarter 2025. Yeah, I have these. Some of them have not just moved yet. Back to square one. That needs to come out of, just drag and drop these because that video has been uploaded. So now they are just at the end here and right here and right here. Because they're in the general, all of this stuff has already been uploaded to YouTube. So yeah, just my to be edited stuff. But I always try and keep a stop. I always try and keep a reserve of videos to go, but I don't like doing this where I have like a million shorts to get out. Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't see anything? I was hoping you would see the, I was trying to show you how I organize my files. This is what I was trying to show you. Let me see if we can do it this way. Share. Can you see that? Anyway. Oh, you do. You can see my file folders there. Can you see the file folders? That's weird. Maybe it just won't let you see my my drive here. That's weird. Wonder why. Because it looks like now, yes. Okay. So this is how I organize my videos. This is my backup drive, my external drive right here. Oh, no, I gotta get a little the window. See, so 2024, I have these videos. This video I think I need to put out. I think these I put out. I just haven't moved them up here to fourth quarter. And then 2025, in first quarter, I still have these videos to put on YouTube. But you can see they're pretty much all shorts. And then second quarter of 2025, I have all these videos to put out on YouTube yet. But I think this is a long, like this one I just need to edit. And it's a short, but it's got to be edited yet. But I have a couple like that. Yeah, and there's Chris modeling his new pants. Isn't he cute? But yeah, that's how I organize my stuff. It's it helps me a lot. And I need all the help I can get. Gosh. But that's what I do. I just take my phone and I plug it into my computer and I dump all my files as often as I can. In case something happens to my phone, I dump all my videos onto that external drive there.